everyone, and welcome back to English Classes Online. My name is Benjamin. In today's video, we are going to look at how to interpret idiomatic expressions. And then we will take some given past questions from the junior school certificate examinations, specifically that's of the year 2017, all right? If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Click on the bell icon as well so that whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel, you will be notified instantly. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Let me start by showing you various ways of interpreting idiomatic expressions. You know, when students are given sentences to interpret in English exams, such sentences usually contain idiomatic expressions. And so you need to understand that an idiom cannot be interpreted according to the literal meanings of the words that make up the group. Essentially, an idiom is a group of words that contains some words whose meanings are not directly related to the meaning of the idiom. You know, let me put it this way. An idiom is a group of words whose meaning is different from the individual meanings or the meanings of the individual words that make up the group. For example, if you say that someone has let the cat out of the bag, the meaning of this idiom has nothing to do with the cat or the bag, all right? So that is exactly what you need to do. So in that case, we need 4 literary devices: metaphors, imagery or images, symbolism, and contextualization. We need these literary devices to help us to interpret idioms. Now, a metaphor directly refers to one thing by mentioning another. In other words, if you say Jack is the black sheep of the family, you are saying that Jack is a is a disgrace, is a failure or an embarrassment to the family. If you say Udo is a snake in the grass, you are not saying that Udo is actually a snake. You are using some qualities in the snake to describe Udo, a snake in the grass. So you have to understand that an idiom in most cases is metaphorical. In other words, we are using an idiomatic expression to stand for something else. And then we need images to be able to decode or figure out the meaning of the idiom. Now, imagery is the use of words to describe ideas or actions. An image is the mental picture you have about what has been said, heard, seen, touched, or smelled. For example, if you say Udem's plans amount to building castles in the air, you know, building castles in the air is used to refer to an unrealizable plan. You are not saying that Udeme in his planning has taking a flight to the air and they are building castles. No. But if you think about the image, the mental picture that creates in you that someone is building castles in the air, you see is something unrealizable, you know? So even if you take a flight to the air, then where are you going to start laying the foundation to build the castles in the air? So it's an impossibility. It's an unrealizable plan. All right, so now symbolism is another literary device that enables us to interpret idioms. Symbolism is the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities. Certain things are symbols for certain ideas or qualities. For example, if you say Bose went through fire in the man's house, you are only referring to suffering. When you say that someone has gone through fire, that person has suffered or experienced some difficulties, and so on and so forth. Now, contextualization is, another literary device. To contextualize means to consider something together with the situation, events, or information related to it, rather than considering it alone. When you are considering the context of a word, you are considering the word that comes before, the words that come before and after it, which help us to understand what that means. All right, so that is what it means to contextualize. All right, so let's now try to use this to attempt these various questions. All right, now Lagos State Basic Education Certificate Examination of 2017, that's exactly what we are going to look at. English Studies Objective Test, and we are looking specifically at questions on sentence interpretation. All right, so that's exactly what we are going to look at. Okay, so the instruction is as follows. From the options lettered A to D, choose the one that gives the correct interpretation of the underlined expressions in the sentences below. Question number 41. The man keeps his friend at arm's length after the argument. At arm's length is basically what this idiom is about. The word underlined here is at arm's length. Now, look at when you keep someone at arm's length. Just try to picture that in your mind. That means you are creating a distance. That's what it means. But then this will help you to really figure out the meaning of the idiom at arm's length. That's those, groups of that group of words paints a picture in your mind. It creates an image. When you keep your friend at arm's length, it means you are creating a distance. You don't allow the person to come close to you. When you stretch your arm, there's a distance. So it means when the person gets to that point, you just make sure they don't go beyond that. So that is the kind of picture. So for you to interpret an idiom, you try to use images to figure out the meaning. And that is really the only thing that will help you, because an idiom, in most cases, doesn't have a literal interpretation. Literal. That's if you look at the surface meaning. All right, so let's look at the various options. Option A, fight with his friend, no. B, avoid contact with his friend, yes. This is exactly what it is. Avoid contact with his friend. Okay. C, keep his friend by his arm, no. D, make up with his friend, no. Now, question number 42. We got to the scene. Something is omitted here. Let's put it. Okay. We got to the scene. We got to the scene in the nick of time. Now, in the nick of time is the idiomatic expression here, in the nick of time. All right, in the nick of time. Okay. In the nick of time. Now, when you look at the word nick, it refers to a very small thing, nick, very little. And that shows you really when you want to really use the imagery method, all right, to try to figure that out, then you need to understand that the word nick is a very tiny something. And when you talk of the nick of time, you look at how little the space of time we are talking about. So, and that means if you get to a place in the nick of time, you get there at the exact, time, at the exact time, of if you can't get to that place at that particular point in time, then the aim will be defeated. You had a very little chance remaining and you got there at that particular point in time. So the first meaning is correct, the first option A, at the very right time. That is in the nick of time. B, when the time was spent, no. C, at the wrong time, no. D, before the time, no. Okay. Now, question number 43. Kunle said that he would not go back on his words. Again, you can use imagery to try to figure out this. Look at the, examine the image of going back. You have said something, and then you are going back on your words. The picture of going back means you have decided to go on with something, all of a sudden you rescind your decision. That's what it means. Kunle said that he will not go back on his words. Now, with this meaning, let's try to figure out let's try and see how we can figure out the meaning. This means that Kunle would not A, return to a place, no. Repeat his words, no. Fail to keep his promise, yes. When you take a decision, I'm going to do this, it's a promise. But then when you rescind, when you decide to go back, you have failed to keep your promise. So that Kunle said he would not go back on his words means that, he would not fail to keep his promise. Question number 4, read certain words twice, no. So let's now go back. All right, so let's now go to question 44. The old woman took the youth down memory lane. You can see here, down memory lane is the idiom here, or the idiomatic expression. Now, a memory lane is not a physical road, way, or path. It has to do with, a journey you embark on in your memory. Is a mental journey. It's not a physical one. And it has to do with when you go down memory lane, it means you are revisiting your past experiences, things that happened in the past. When you recollect them, you are going down memory lane. So it's not going to through a physical path, no. So let's now look at this. This means that the old woman A told a tale about a memory lane, no. B recalled events from the past. Yes, this is correct. C, gave the youth a piece of advice. No. D, took the youth on a journey to memory lane. No. All right. So let's now go to, sorry. Please, let's return this to the, okay. So we are back to the full page. Question number 45, we are through with 44. The two friends are always at loggerheads. So you can see that, you know, at loggerheads, this is the idiomatic expression here. Now, when two people are at loggerheads, it means that they are having a conflict, a serious disagreement, sometimes resorting to violence, all right? So that is what it means to be at loggerheads. It doesn't really mean they are, you know, hitting their heads against each other. No, it simply has to do with a disagreement. So when we look at the options, option A, strongly disagree, is correct. B, knock heads together, no. C, strongly agree, no. D, eat together, no. So this is really where we are going to draw the curtain in today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like the video and share the video with your friends and relations. This is English Classes Online. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below, because this channel is a channel on which we discuss various English topics. You know, if you are desirous of learning English and gaining proficiency in the use of English, this channel will be helpful to you, all right? Now, make sure you click on the subscribe button below, and make sure you also click on the bell icon so that whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel, you'll be notified instantly. That will ensure that you won't miss any new video whenever it is uploaded. Now, one more thing you ought to understand is that we upload videos not only on English topics, but we upload videos on content creation. I am a content writer, and I use language to create valuable content that will enable you to break your barriers and build your dreams. Because language is a powerful tool for creating content. Whatever content you want to create in any field of human endeavor, you need language. So a linguistic expert has better chances of creating valuable content because he has a full grasp of the use of language as a tool for communication and content creation. So on this channel, we upload videos on digital marketing and on online business. We share various online business ideas that will help you to create multiple streams of passive income for yourself. So if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comments box below. You will also find various other related videos on the channel that will be useful to you. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of today's episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye for now, and remain blessed. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you